Pirating is bad, but it's also a good thing. Piracy gives industry insiders and the public audience precious data that informs us on what potential subscribers would love to watch if they didn't have to pay for it. And in a world where streaming services reveal the ratings of their TV shows only when these beat records, this list and this video are a necessity. Even Time Warner CEO Jeff Bewkes said that when it comes to piracy, basically we've been dealing with this issue for years with HBO. Literally 20-30 years, where people have always been running wires down on the backs of apartment buildings and sharing with their neighbors. He said, "Our experience is it all leads to more penetration, more paying subs, more health for HBO, less reliance on having to do advertising." And if you go around the world, I think you're right. Game of Thrones is the most pirated show in the world. Well, you know, that's better than an Emmy. Even the CEO of Time Warner confirmed that if the people who pirated didn't partake in the hype of earlier seasons, the show would have never been what it is, which is a monster in the pop culture landscape. With that in mind, here are the top 10 most pirated shows of 2020. Number 10, The Flash. This show is simply the most popular CW show. It came after Arrow and became one of these cultural phenomenons on network TV, and its rise to popularity has been due to the fact that the first seasons were just that incredible. Even though it lost some of its popularity in its long 7-season run, it's still one of the most popular TV shows on network TV and still the most viewed CW show on TV. So it's not very surprising to see it in the top 10. It's been in the top 10 since its premiere all the way back in 2014. So yeah, not surprising. Number 9, Arrow. So this show is very special because it kickstarted an entire universe on the CW that still today premieres new shows every single year, with Superman and Lois premiering in 2021. This show has had a long run, and even though yes, it lost a lot of its popularity throughout the years, I think it gets a lot of praise because of the earlier season and the fact that it kickstarted such a massive universe. And also, Arrow premiered its last season, which was full of cameos and references. So yeah, understandable. The thing that is surprising about this entry is the fact that even though this show is very popular and kickstarted an entire universe, this show is the last CW DC show in the top 10. That's definitely food for thought. Anyway, number 8, The Outsider. So The Outsider. I'm sorry, but I've never heard of this show before I made this list. I know every show on that list except this one. I was shocked when I discovered it because it sounds like such a great show, and I'm shocked that nobody around me talks about it. So basically this show, and I'm gonna read the description for it because it sounds just amazing and I am kind of shocked I never heard about it. It's based on a Stephen King's best-selling novel of the same name, of course, The Outsider. It begins by following an investigation which at first seems like it will be simple and straightforward, but things change as it leads into the gruesome murder of a young boy by a seasoned cop. When an insidious supernatural force edges its way into the case, it leads the investigators to question everything they believe in. The character of Oli Gibney from Mr. Mercedes is a major character, so it sounds amazing. I'm kind of shocked that I never heard of it. And it kind of makes another point for this list, right? I'm sure a lot of you have never heard of this show, and thanks to this list and the fact that people are willing to watch it for free and basically breaking the rule to watch it, I now get to learn about it, and I'm definitely gonna check it out. It's very interesting that a list about piracy leads to me discovering an incredible show, it seems like, because it has incredible reviews. I'm checking on the internet right now as I speak, and it has incredible reviews, so I'm gonna check it out. You should all check it out, and maybe I'll do a video about it. So follow me on this channel if you want to learn about what I think about this show. Let's move on to the next part of the list. Number 7, The Walking Dead. So this show used to be one of the most watched TV shows in existence. Every year it used to beat records, and now it's just the shadow of what it was. This show used to be such a phenomenon. Seeing it at number 7 is very surprising to me because not a lot of people are watching it, and it still has a lot of very talented actors and creative behind it, but it's not the creative tour de force that it was at the beginning. It used to be number 2 every year on this same list, and now it's number 7, and it's not even in the top 5 most watched TV shows in America right now. So yeah, it is what it is. Number 6, Rick and Morty. This show is a phenomenon, simply a phenomenon. I cannot understand how somebody in 2021 hasn't heard of Rick and Morty. It's everywhere, everybody talks about it. Its humor is very recognizable, it's very fast, and it's just raunchy. And I wouldn't say that it is similar to something we've seen in terms of animation in the past, because even South Park or Family Guy are two completely different shows from what Rick and Morty try to be on a weekly basis. So yeah, it's a very unique TV show, and I'm not surprised to see it at number 6. Actually, I'm kind of surprised it's not higher on the list, but great TV show, and not surprised. Number 5, Star Trek Picard. So I am absolutely shocked it's that high on the list, because Star Trek Picard was and is under the new Star Trek banner that CBS All Access is constantly expanding on. And it's very surprising that a show that is essentially a spin-off of Next Generation is that popular. But I think the fans of Star Trek were kind of disappointed with some aspects of Picard, and to be honest, I think a lot of fans are disappointed with the current state of Star Trek. As an example, I could point out to you the fact that it is the last Star Trek entry in this list, even though Star Trek Discovery debuted in 2020 as well. Number 4, Vikings on History Channel. So here's the thing about History Channel. I feel like the only TV show that everybody watches on this channel is Vikings. Everybody loves that show. It's always in the number 10 on Netflix in Europe and in America. It's very popular. Lots and lots of people like it, and I totally 100% understand why it's that freaking popular. And I didn't understand why it was that low actually, but when I see the next entries, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. So not much to say about Vikings, except it's a great TV show. Everybody should watch it, and it's very understandable. Number 3, Westworld Season 3 on HBO. I think it's the last HBO entry on this list, and to be honest, I don't understand why it's that high. It's not that I don't like it, I love Westworld, but compared to a lot of the TV shows that I just mentioned, it's not as talked about as previous entries. And to be honest, lots of people were disappointed by season 3. So the fact that it's number 3 on the most pirated TV shows of 2020 is kind of surprising to me, because if you look at previous years, it was never number 1 and number 2, which is not common for this list. So very surprised. Anyway, let's jump on to the next spot. Number 2, The Boys on Amazon Prime Video. So really, do I need to even try to explain to you why this show is so popular? It's the number 1 TV show on Amazon Prime. Another good reason to watch it, Anthony Starr. Do I even need to try? I mean, this show is massive. Everybody's been talking about it. It's just such a great and such a fun show to watch. The VFX is amazing. Honestly, I am going to do a video about this show. It's such an incredible TV show. I'm not surprised it's not number 1, because you can all guess who's number 1. So let's jump on to number 1. Number 1, The Mandalorian. Yes, The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. The only Disney Plus entry in this list, because to be honest, until this year, it was the only big TV show on Disney, and to a lot of people, me included, is the only TV show they watch on Disney Plus, basically. This show is amazing. VFX is groundbreaking. It uses a bunch of new technologies. Mark Hamill's cameo, so many cameos, so many great surprises. Like I said in my video essay, it is the best thing that Star Wars / Disney has ever done, and I hope that this show continues to be better. So yeah, it's not surprising that it's number one. I think nobody was surprised, and I think I will use it as a thumbnail because it's just that predictable that it's number one. So thank you for watching, and yeah, see you on Geek and Great News. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram where you get all the news. A new video is coming. I'm trying to post weekly. So thank you for listening and see you. Bye.